more about it?
Recording in progress.
Great. Okay, let's go, guys. So, Bank A pays simple interest annually with this much money and that much % interest, right? So if it's simple interest, what you want to do is this. You want to take the money and multiply by the percentage, right? If you do that together, what do you get when you multiply 2,500 by 0.03? What do you get? $75. Thank you, little Annie. No, that's compounding. This is simple interest. This is different.
I told you.
This is different. It will be, yes, exactly. Yes. So here's the deal. We actually make, guys, quiet, please. So what's the annual interest? It'll be $75. And because it's simple, it's the same dollar value. You add, so let me you add the same dollar value each year. So will it be same every year? Yes. It will be. So the kind of growth to what Natalie said, sorry, what Grace said, I'm not going to call Natalie, I'm sorry. Linear. Okay. It'll be linear. It will be linear. So that means it'll be y equals mx plus b. So how much do we have in 10 years? Well, let's make the equation first. What would be my slope for this equation if I'm adding the same value every year? What would be the slope? And what's the y-intercept? Boom, got it. Real easy, right? And how much money do you have after 10 years? That's not hard. Y equals 75 times 10 plus 2,500. You should get 3,250 if I'm not mistaken. So far, you guys are okay with what we're doing? Just remember, if you're the word simple, simple means linear. Multiply percentage by the dollar amount, whatever that is. That's the amount you add every year. That's 75 every single year. So it's linear. It's the same every year. There's your equation. Plug in 10, boom, boom, boom. Get the answer. Lastly, how do I get part E? What would I do for part E? Yeah, totally. Set the equation equal to 5,000 and solve for X, right? Not hard at all. I know you guys can do that. And I'll compute it myself, see what I get. So something like that I could ask about simple interest. I said it was on the study guide, right? Do you guys get 33.33? Yeah, it'd be 33.33 years. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? 33 and a third. So actually 33 is in 4 months. Come on, get that granular, but okay. Questions? Okay, now let me tee up the second problem. I'll walk around, see how you guys are doing. Also share the answers with you in a couple minutes. Oh, Greg, you have a question? Go ahead. Yes, exactly. So let's do the next one. It's a good lead to the next one. So when you see the word compounding, that's going to be exponential. So let me tee this up for you guys, and I'll have you guys do most of the calculation. So compounding, right? That's a key phrase. So in this case, it's exponential. Is it the same every year? No. So still, in the first year, you still do 2,500 times 0.03, right? You still do that.
Wait, where?
I'm on number 2 now.
Why is that one?
We're getting there in a sec. So still $25 in the first year. Now the growth rate is 1.03. The reason why I didn't multiply by 1.3. The reason why I didn't multiply by 1.3 this way, I just want to find the interest, right? But why did you do 1.03? Because you wanted to get the previous amount plus the amount. Now, go ahead. Question. $1.03. Okay, so the equation is this, guys. 1.03. Sorry, y equals abx. Okay, a times b to the x power. Okay, why don't you guys work these out? For part E, you have to use a graphing calculator. I'm going to see if you guys remember. If you guys forgot, don't worry, I'll come and help you out. But you have to use a graphing calculator for that one. But I'll help you if you guys get stuck. So go ahead and do CDE. I already did A and B. I'll come around. I'll freeze my screen. Okay. And Greg, Elliot, Charlie, need you guys to focus, please. Thank you. All right. Okay, let me freeze the screen. I'm gonna work it out. I'll reveal my writing in a couple minutes. After I work it out, I'll come around to see how you're doing. And I'll help you guys with part E. Part E is a little strange. I want to see if you guys remember. If you guys forgot, I'll help you out. Let's see here.
Square root, right? No, it's 8 times to the x. Yeah. The initial. We plug it in as 5,000 equals 3,000.
I'll be there in a sec.
Wait, do you want us to round?
Yeah, 2 decimal places. I use X instead. Yeah, let's round.
How do you zoom out? How do you zoom out? Go to window, change the window, change the X max. So that's what you want to do.
Do you want us to use X or T?
Use X, it's fine.
So it just started 20 something. No life.
Okay, let me come around and help you guys out if you guys are stuck. Let's see.
Let's see the line.
I have questions. So you're on the right track. So you're gonna let y1 be 2. And let y2 be 1. So each side of the equation would be a different equation. So you graph up. So you see how the actually, so we can't. I'm the podcast as small. So that's one. And again, you don't have one that's great. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the left side, which is y is 2. So grab y is 2. So you grab the right side, which is y is 2. Good. And grab it. So the problem is that you're not going to see them touch, right? It looks like they get pretty close. So my guess is X are taking years.
You have to go like maybe my
That's not how you do it. So go to window.
Wait, what's going to shows? You like us to
Okay, X max.
Oh, you go like this.
Let's make it default.
It's on.
So it's a little bit of guesswork, right? But now
No, it's not. Yes, it is. And then this is the vibe.
okay, so how do I find Oh. And Tracy. You're fine. Yeah.
How do you get us to?
It's easy to touch now, right? Now, how do we find what it's not? Good. Second trace. Image line. That's an intersection of one.
That's not right.
That's big touch. And
It's
that's
supposed to be like 2,000 years.
No, so
Exactly.
after 23.45 years, so 23 and a half years.
This is like 23.7.
Yeah, good. Good.
Wait, can you show us how
Okay, I'm
to do
gonna
that?
show.
Elliot.
Okay, good. I'm gonna check these guys, and I'll come check the guys back too.
We did 5 days, right?
Yes.
Your
Yeah.
Y max to 5,000. And your Y max
Yeah.
to or 25.
Awesome.
Or no, put your Y max.
The two
I wish I would have someone nice like Greg. I'm finding where.
So I heard lots of us have solved for that. So that's one of the skills. What you want to do is why you use that. So here's a go to why. So I'm clear with it. So you're gonna graph the left side, the one equation, the right side, the other. Graph y equals 2. 1.3 is okay, great. Next is y.
We have to find it.
Great. Now change this graph. So what do we need to do? We need to adjust. We did this a lot. So make that max bigger, like maybe make it. Might be able to be 45 years. I don't know. Now it's like. Yeah, you see the touchdown? Right. And then you remember how to find this? Good, yes, you remember, good.
Oh, I did 2,500
There you go.
times
1.345. So that's that's one of the facts I'm gonna ask them.
I don't even have a calculator. So I did my.
Did I lose mine here? Because I lost. This makes me graph. That's the only one that really where you're. Yeah.
Which one does
Really check this. When you do the volume. I never.
This one?
Yeah. I don't see a ton.
You gotta zoom out.
So you're going to how much max change my max.
My scale is X max 30. Y max.
Wait, so you want I did. Yeah.
I don't know. You can just like.
Okay, so, you get.
No, it didn't go.
You guys moving on?
What's the answer? I'm gonna show the answers right now. All right. Okay, guys, here are the answers. Whoa, what happened? There we go. Okay. Whoa, that's weird. Oh, I have to do some updates. That's weird. I'll close that down. Okay. Okay, guys, here's the answers. Okay. So really quickly,
What, guys, initially focus, please? Y1 is gonna be, well, when you plug in 5,000 for Y, that's to simplify the equation as much as we can, so I divide by 2,500. Then I get 2 on one side and 1.3x the other side, 1.3 raised to the x power. Graph each of those equations, and then see where they touch, and you get the answer.
so it's 24.45. And again, the way to find it, in case you guys forgot. So just really quickly. So turn on the calculator, there we go. Okay, so you have it punched in. If I go to Zoom, option 6, okay, guys, I need you to focus, thank you. So if I do this, they're not gonna touch right now, right? So I need to adjust the window, because right now the windows go from -10 to 10 for X. And of course, negative values make no sense, that's going back in time. But I'll leave -10 fine for X min, but for X max, let's boost it to maybe 15. Now I'm gonna see him touch.
Wait, is this a different problem?
Same problem, I'm just doing it one more time. And now if I hit second trace,
You're wrong.
option 5, 1, 2, 3,
You have to plug in 2 and 1.
you get 23.45.
Wait, so on the test, do you want to have a calculator already like rounded to 2 points?
I don't know how yours is that way. I have to look at your settings because you have a.
Well, I know I've changed it, but should we or should we not?
It's up to you. Maybe it's best not to. You could round on your own. So, okay, let's move on, guys. Okay, Bank C pays 3% interest compound monthly. That one's a little different. Compounded monthly. Initial investment 2,500, still 3%. Now, this is the part that's a little tricky. I need you guys to focus here. If it's being done monthly, how often is the money being accumulated?
Every month.
So how many times a year?
12.
12 times per year. Thank you. I know. We're all tired. 12 times per year. Okay, perfect. Okay, before I do part B, let's actually make an equation, okay? Let's look at part C. Before I do part B, let's do part C. This is still exponential, right? The multiplier is a tricky one. So remember, y equals a times b to the x.
1.3.
So what's your initial amount again? 2,500. Now, this part's a little tricky. You're gonna do 1 plus, what's the percent interest here? 0.03. However, it's being compounded monthly, so you have to spread it out over 12 months.
To divide.
You have to divide by 12, exactly.
You divide 1.3 or.
Hold on, let me make more space. Let me make more space, guys, sorry. I'm doing part C right now. I'm skipping around a little bit.
Wait, so C?
I'm doing C right now, yeah. Okay, let's think about what happened here. What happened here? The 0.03 is got to be spread out over 12 months because you're told so, right? Or you compound monthly. So that 3% spread out over 12 months. That's why you do 0.03 divided by 12.
Wait, but if it's going monthly, wouldn't it be 30 times?
Let me get to that point.
Why
So
do you
now-
have 1 slots?
Okay, guys, guys, let me explain. You guys asked a great question. Let me explain first. So first off, why 1 plus? Because you're adding that percentage onto the initial amount. That's why it's 1 plus. Just like we did before, we have 1.03, right? You're adding onto the initial amount. The 0.03 has to spread over 12 months. Now, why is the exponent 12? Now, to answer your question, Grace, how many times per year do I have to apply this base? 12 times, right? So you have to multiply 12 times. So I know you're thinking because of 12 to multiply 0.3 by 12. So what you do is you take the percentages for 12 months, but that base, now you multiply that base 12 times. And so that's why you put the 12 next to the exponent, because it has to be applied 12 times. So the growth rate is actually going to be 1 plus 0.03 divided by 12. That's the growth rate. 1 plus 0.03 divided by 12. Actually, hold on. I meant to say the multiplier. My bad. Sorry. The multiplier is 1 plus 0.03 divided by 12. Sorry, that's the 0.03. There we go. That's the multiplier. The growth rate is 3% spread out over 12 months. If you actually were to work that out, that's going to be what? 0.03 divided by 12. That becomes 0.0025. Or 0.25% per month. Because you're doing 3% divided by 12. So the growth rate, let me back up a little bit here. The growth rate's gonna be 3% divided by 12.
Test.
Could be. Okay.
That is yes.
Right. So now we have the equation. I can work this out. 2,500.
But why?
Sure, go ahead.
Why do you put the one? Because
Okay.
you can't do one between.
The reason why you put the 1 because you want to add it to initial amount. That's why. Because you want a running total. That's why we do a 1 to get a running total. Because if you don't do the 1, then all it will tell you is how much money you gained, but not the actual balance after a certain number of years. So you do the 1 as part of running total. That's why.
12 and then 10.
Good. Yes.
How do you put that in your calculator?
I'll show you right now. So it's going to be no, but go ahead.
Is that question saying that they give you 3% interest like over a year? But
Yes, over a year. Divided by 12 months, exactly. No. It's so
Oh, me too. That's why I thought.
You know what?
Oh,
You guys spotted it there. Problem. Just said 3% annual interest.
oh,
Yeah. No, that's good. Okay. Sorry. No, that's my fault.
That's only divided by 12.
No,
Yeah, I was like, wait, why would you?
the test actually says it like that. But I got to it's just it's 3% annual interest spread over 12 months. My apologies. Yes. Okay, good.
I was getting a little nervous. So I thought, like, what's going on here? All right. So if you work this out for part D, so let's see. What do you get when you do that?
3,373.
Okay. 3,373 points. What was that? Sorry, one more time.
0.38.
0.38. Okay.
So then you do
And let me erase the other stuff because it's getting a little busy here.
5,000. Get your graph.
Yeah, let me erase the stuff. It's getting a little
Wait, so
busy here.
Do we have to write out the like equation for E, or can we just put it in the graph?
Actually, let's do part E really quickly, just to get it out of the way. But by the way, for part B, is the amount the same every year? No. It does change. What's the initial annual interest in the first year? We'd actually have to compute it. Don't worry about that.
12 times 1.
It's roughly $76. I'll tell you right now, but don't worry. I'm not going to ask that. No, because you're getting a little more money because you're doing the interest more frequently. Yeah, how do you get that? Let me back up a little bit. Let me show you how you get that. So for part B, I'll redo my screen. For part B, you're going to do y equals 2,500 times 1 plus 0.03 divided by 12 raised to the 12th power. That's the first year. If you do that, you should get 2576.04. So how much money did you gain in that first year?
76.
Right. So that's the interesting thing. So it's a little more than the previous problem. And of course, it's not the same every year. And then again, the growth is exponential. The growth rate's 1 plus, so the growth rate's 0.03 divided by 12. And the multiplier is 1 plus 0.03 divided by 12. And then how much you have in 10 years, just plug in 10, right? Sorry, I know I'm kind of repeating my efforts here. So I'll make sure we're clear on all this. And it's being recorded if you need to watch it again. And Greg, can you tell me one more time what you got for that?
3,373.48.
Thank you so much. Now, when will your investment double? So 5,000 equals all that junk. Raised to the 12, we gotta say 12x power. So you divide by 2. So I divide by 2,500. You raise it to 12x power because again, you're doing 12 times per year, X number of years. Let me go back to my calculator.
So then you just.
Yeah, I'm going to change this equation. It's going to be 1 plus 0.03 divided by 12 raise 12x. Graph it. Here we go. And it should be less than 23. Should be a little more frequent. Should happen more. Should happen sooner. 1, 2, 3.
Why do you?
Maybe.
Great question.
The reason I press it 3 times is that it's asking you 3 questions. It's asking you for the first curve, but where do you want to be on the first curve, which is the horizontal line? It's asking for the second curve, the exponential curve, where do you want to be on that one? And it's asking for a guess, like what do you want to guess the point intersection is. But if you enter it 3 times, it just will be.
So you don't need to do that this time.
The only reason why you actually care about moving around, what if it intersects more than once? Okay, so you want to make sure the cursor is close to the point intersection.
But the numbers are the same every time
It will
you.
be.
So it's
Because only one
23.13.
No. You have to press it 3 times to get the answer. But you don't have to move the cursor around.
Oh,
Because if it intersected multiple times, then you actually have to move the cursor close to the point of intersection and then hit enter 3 times. But because there's only one point of intersection, just hit enter 3 times right away. They'll get you the answer. That's the reason why. So the answer is 23.13. So there you go for that one. Okay, let's wrap up the rest of these notes, guys, and we're done for today. There's more problems near the end. I'll actually put the answers up in a few minutes. But let's wrap up the rest of these here really quickly. Okay, 4 and 5 are more the same thing. It just asks you for a general formula. So how often is interest accumulated? If it's n times a year, n times a year. Right, that's how often it's accumulated. What's a multiplier? 1 plus 0.03 divided by what, guys? N, good. Now you guys are getting it. How much you have in 10 years? Y equals 2,500. 1 plus 0.03 divided by n raised to the 10n. And then what's an equation that shows the total amount of investment in all years? You can think of it like this: y equals a 1 plus r over n raised to the nt power. And number 5 is the same thing as part D. I mean, you could replace A with P if you wanted to. 2,500.
Oh.
Messy handwriting.
Is that a P?
It's a P, yeah.
So that's the formula that you would get for this
What
message.
is that? Oh.
He's like A. Same thing. It's honestly P and A, same thing. Same thing, guys.
If you guys want to use A instead, that's totally fine. I don't care. Same thing. It's the initial investment. Okay. So it's basically an extent. Think about it. So you guys don't freak out. It's really just the same thing as this. Y equals A times B raised to the X. So let me get a highlighter here for you guys. That is the same as that. This is the same as this.
Yeah.
And these are the same. Okay, so it's analogous to what we've been doing already.
Wait, is that the answer for 5 or not?
Yeah, 4, D, and 5 are the same thing.
We didn't have
Okay, what time do we get out, guys? At 2:10? 2:05, okay. So I'm gonna work these out really quickly. Now, really quickly, actually, I forgot to tell you guys. This right here is not the homework. That's just extra practice. The homework is a study guide.
So we should have that completed by next class.
Yes, Wednesday.
No, Wednesday, what are we doing?
You bet. Okay, so that's the homework. Let me actually give you the answers for these, though. If you guys want to work on these really quickly, I'm going to do this really fast, so you guys have the answers for this. Yeah, I'm gonna work them out right now.
What did you think about Stanford and Sac?
Oh yeah, Stanford sucks. I know, right?
How much did they pay them to play?
I know. That's a sad thing.
They paid them to lose.
Yes.
And all those players are making. I saw tweets this guy made like $600,000 from that.
A Sac State.
Oh, you bet on it, you mean, or?
No, like that's what they all got a percentage of how much.
Oh.
No, but the Sac State players.
Why
would Great State play a game like 10 million?
Yeah, so maybe the play.
No, but
Well, guys, we'll look it up. Oh, I thought it was reciprocal. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much, Grace. You're like, yeah, Mr. You're crazy. Thank you. Thank you for telling me crazy. Yeah, no, you guys are right. My bad. Okay. I'm gonna post a video. I can screenshot this.
Looking at the guy who used to.
So this is our homework?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, this guy right here.
Two, what does that mean? Two over four?
Jackson Slater, out of under 600.
Oh, because it reduces.
Who did Sac State play last year that they beat?
Well, they almost won the FCS championship. They're undefeated.
This guy said this guy also tweeted saying got paid $400,000 to hand 40 on the FBS school, and then he replied to that after they beat Stanford out of under 600,000 to the college.
Okay.
And he's the O-lineman that's actually.
Well, players can't be paid.
Yeah. No, the NIL stuff.
Oh, okay, that could have helped. Sure, because if they got on TV, yeah, true.
But they don't get paid at least.
No, but they could have made extra money in the game. So I don't know. They got. I don't know. Okay, guys. I'll post a video of this so you guys can see it, and then we'll meet on Wednesday again. See you guys then.
Well, maybe